What's going on, my friends? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 29 of the Town Hall 12 free-to-play series. Now, 5 days from now, the Clan War Leagues will begin, so you know what that means, right? We got to start working our way back into the Clan War mindset and start working with those armies to get the easy 3 stars. That way we can claim our medals that can be used to develop our bases after the Clan War Leagues. So today we're going to take a look at one army, one of the easiest armies that you can use at both Town Hall 12 and Town Hall 11 that do not include super troops. So I must interrupt this episode with a message from today's video sponsor. That's right, Raid Shadow Legends is the turn-based dark fantasy RPG you must have in your life. Explore millions of champion combinations and master countless tactics as you take on raid bosses, dungeon runs, campaign battles, and PvP arena matches. Check it out, dudes. So I recently started playing Raid just to kind of change up the day-to-day. I mean, it just gets a little boring doing the same thing, and I'm a huge fan of RPGs anyways. One of the cool things about Raid is check out this gameplay. The graphics in this game are absolutely phenomenal, and then it has
a real campaign mode with a real storyline. I mean, who can really complain about that, right?
I like a good storyline. Now, Raid just passed its 2-year anniversary, and this game is bigger and better than it ever was before. This month, they released a new batch of epic and legendary champions, which look amazing, by the way, and they also released their second version of the Doom Tower. That means new rewards, new gear to win to customize your champions, but also 2 brutal looking bosses to take on, the Celestial Griffin and the Eternal Dragon. So if you want to get a head start in Raid today, all you have to do is click the link down in the description or scan my QR code and you will unlock the epic champion Jotun plus 100,000 silver, 50 gems, 3 ancient shards. That way you can start unlocking champions as soon as you get in game, and all that treasure will be located right there. Oh, we got ourselves a free gift. That's what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, you can always search me out right here in Raid Shadow Legends under the name kennyjo, and if you join really fast, you might be able to get into my clan before it fills up. Now remember, you got to click that link down in the description below in order to claim those free rewards and treasure, and it only lasts for the next 30 days. And thank you so much, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring today's video. Alright, so when I said at the beginning of the video an easy army, I was referring to the witch armies. Now, one thing about witch armies that you need to understand is that even though I label them as easy or spammy, they still do require a little bit of strategic planning in the sense of how you use your spells. So if you drop your spells on the wrong defense, you might mess up the whole attack just by not taking out certain defenses that you needed eliminated. So we're taking a look at this village right here at Town Hall 12 in a regular clan war, very popular base design, and we have 2 island compartments with a single target inferno tower and a single target inferno tower. It doesn't really matter. If this was a multi-target, it would work the same exact way. So Hypix is going to target this bottom compartment first by dropping 4 lightning spells just above the inferno tower, followed up by the earthquake spell. Now what's different about this compartment is that all 4 lightning spells would touch all defenses and not just the inferno tower. Now let me show you the difference between that and what happens up here. In this compartment we have a wizard tower and a single target inferno tower. He's going to split the lightning spells to make sure that he does damage to both wizard towers, but he touches the inferno tower 4 times with the 4 lightning spells and then follows that up with the earthquake spell, which will destroy the inferno tower, but he does damage to both wizard towers. I hope that makes sense. So you got to make sure that you take out the Inferno Tower, but if you're in a situation where you can't take out all defenses, try to touch some of the defenses. That way you can do some damage to them. So now that he's exhausted most of his spells, all he has left is a poison spell and a rage spell. He's going to follow that up with an entry point starting on the far right side of the village, coming directly into the town hall. golems, followed up by witches, and a baby dragon. The baby dragon is in the far right side of the village to basically kind of path the witches inside the base. He's going to follow that up with a barb king, queen, grand warden, and a log launcher. Now, I understand that not everybody out there can get the log launcher. You can replace this with the wall wrecker, but the biggest difference is that the wall wrecker does not have the log doing damage to buildings deep inside the village. Poison spell is dropped for the clan castle troops, and then he's going to use his warden's ability to protect his troops from both the town hall and the eagle artillery. This is very important to highlight. Inside the log launcher, we have a yeti, giant, and an ice golem, and a rage spell drop to basically power up the remaining troops and have them go directly through the town hall, taking down the inferno tower, and they're going to go on the opposite side of this compartment and start working on hidden Teslas. So one thing that you need to notice is that he did not go directly into the town hall. He started his way from the upper right, but he wanted to make sure that he eliminated those wizard towers up top. That way they were not at the end, and he only has like a few witches to take down a wizard tower, because wizard towers are very strong against the skeletons and the witches. So you got to be sure you have a plan on taking those out very fast. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and speed this replay up, because I mean, from here on out, it's really just based on the strength of your army and your heroes, because the heroes do play a role and they do assist the witches, even though in this attack we had a ton of witches left over. So here's what's really interesting about Clash of Clans. If you're watching a video at Town Hall 12 and you see an army, unless it's like yetis or headhunters, you should be able to use the same exact army down at the next lowest level, in this case Town Hall 11. And so we have literally almost the same exact army minus 2 witches, and we have the addition of a few wizards, a few minions, and a few archers. And then in the clan castle this time around we have hog riders, and instead of a rage spell, this attacker brings a poison and a freeze spell. So I want you to see how he targets this very ugly base. This is a really junk base, as a matter of fact. All these heavyweight defenses clumped up together in the center of the base is not good. He's going to start by dropping 3 lightning spells on the Inferno Tower, and he's going to place that earthquake spell around the area where the eagle artillery is, and you'll notice that he does damage to multiple defenses in here. He will drop 1 more lightning spell to destroy that single target, and then he's going to drop 4 more lightning spells on the multi-target, followed up by another earthquake spell. He's going to place that earthquake spell right about in here, which is going to do damage to both the expos, the Inferno Tower, and the eagle artillery. Then he's going to move to the far right side of the village, and he's going to drop 3 golems, followed up by the witches. And so this is basically the same exact army that you just saw a moment ago at Town Hall 12, minus this time around we have inside the log launcher hog riders instead of the yeti and the ice golem. Actually, I think there's an ice golem and hog riders instead. So the log launcher is doing damage to both the eagle artillery, it takes out the eagle, and it's going to take out the town hall. Very interesting stuff. As the log launcher approaches, is going to take out the town hall, and then he's going to release his troops to destroy this expo, this hidden Tesla, and they're going to work on the opposite side, going directly into the clan castle troops. Oh yeah, this is how it's going to go down. We also have golems blocking for the witches on both sides, the king leading the way for the witches and the wizards, while the ice golem is blocking for the archer queen with a poison spell, doing damage to these super minions, which is going to keep this queen working on super minions. The ice golem will die, which will freeze one of them. Queen's going to pick off the last super minion, and that's pretty much it, guys. That's it. I'm going to go and speed it up. That way you can see the end of the army. I mean, he doesn't even need his Grand Warden's ability. He does not need the Queen's ability. He still has a swag free spell. Just straight up overpowers this junk base. I get it. It was a really bad base. But again, this is just to show you that you can use an army that you see at Town Hall 12 down at Town Hall 11. All right, so we took a look at 2 replays, but I also want to do one live and show you what it's like without heroes. That way you understand that even though the army's labeled as easy, it won't work without the heroes. And since we are a free-to-play series, we need to upgrade heroes. So let's go ahead and drop 1, 2, 3, 4 4 on these Inferno towers, drop the Earthquake spell, and we're going to activate the Town Hall by mistake. So that was my accident, but we're going to go ahead and continue. Let's drop 1, 2 lightning spells, and let's drop 2 on this side, and then we could drop an Earthquake spell and do damage to that Inferno tower. And I don't know. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't sure if we touched it or not. So we're going to start by dropping, let's do a golem here, golem here. Let's drop a baby dragon there. Let's drop another golem here and here. And let's go ahead and get some witches down. And we're going to activate that eagle artillery, I believe. But let's try to line up our log launcher to do damage to that eagle artillery, as well as opening up compartments for our troops. And hopefully we can get in on the center of this base with our troops. Now, we are missing 2 key players in this army, in the Warden and the Archer Queen. And we also got to deal with Clan Castle troops. So let's go ahead and get our poison spell down, and let's drop a rage spell right there because the log launcher is about to open, and unfortunately there's no Archer Queen in there to take down those balloons, so we're heavily reliant on the witches, which are getting taken out by giant bombs. Now, I don't know if we had enough in there to take down the town hall or not. Looks like here comes the witches and the Yeti. They're going to take down the town hall, and they're going to work on Expo next, and it looks like we have troops on the outer perimeter. Now, this was a very bad base design in a very basic symmetrical form. So again, this could be taken out by electro dragons, but you're going to notice that we are missing those 2 key heroes, and our troops are going to have a little bit of hard time getting through this base. And we've also lost most of our golem support. We're down to golemites at this point. Our king is down. He's over here sleeping or knocked out, one of the 2. And we have 2 wizard towers remaining. So the point here is that we don't have tanks to block from these wizard towers, and the wizard towers are going to eliminate the skeletons. So this is a problem, and eventually that witch is going to get taken out by the wizard tower as well as the mortar, and this group of witches is all we really have left. So we're up to 86%, and we're down to 40 seconds. So I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to 3-star or not. There's a bomb tower working on some witches. They need to respawn some more skellies to block for them, but we no longer have that support from the golem. So I wanted to make sure that I showed you that we might be able to possibly 3-star, but you also have to be aware of the bases that you're facing off against, and you also need to understand that these armies are very successful with the assistance of the heroes. Alone, they're only as strong as the base and the army that you're going against that base with. So we're going to go ahead and finish up right there at 94%. We will not be successful with the 3-star, but that was expected anyway. So the point of today's video was to show you 3 different things. 1, we need to get you ready for Clan War Leagues and get you away from those farming armies and start working your way into the 3-star strategies. That way you can easily obtain those 3 stars, claim the stars necessary to claim the medals in the Clan War Leagues next week. Next, we also wanted to include that there is armies that you use down at Town Hall 11 that can easily be translated into Town Hall 12. The only thing that you have to pay attention to is the fact that you do have higher defenses, and you also have to take into consideration the town hall itself because of the Giga Bomb and the Giga Tesla. And lastly, I also wanted to include that you have to have heroes for these things. I understand what it's like to play free to play and spend all your Dark Elixir upgrading heroes, but you also have to think about when you go into Clan War, most serious players like to war with their heroes because your armies are a little incomplete without them. Hopefully you're able to get something out of today's video, and if you enjoyed today's content, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you have not done so already, and if you like watching us quite regularly, turn on those notifications. If you need any additional video support, or you would like to see the very beginning of this series right here, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.